Hi, and welcome to another Success Stories. Whoa, I've got a really good one for you today. Well, they're all good, but this is particularly good because we're looking after 25 days. What a huge change has happened. So anyway, over in New Zealand. Hi, Debbie.
Hi. It's good for you to be up at 9 a.m. in the morning. It's 10 p.m. for me here in New Zealand. And I'm so pleased that I can actually stay up this late now.
Yeah, well, we get onto the energy thing. I always start with a very broad question because people want to know, why did you become carnivore?
Oh, that's actually quite a question, Stephen. How much longer did I want to keep hurting and worrying and stressing about my condition? I knew if I didn't do something quick, I was going to head down a path that was not going to be good for me. So I became carnivore. The reason is, being a ketogenic educated person a few years back, the stepping stones from that led me to the carnivore lifestyle, and I discovered Bella, who is amazing. I couldn't understand how she could eat like that at the time. This is 2 or 3 years ago. But I kept her in my favorites on YouTube, and I kept checking in on her every now and again, and things just seemed to be getting better for her and other people that were in her way of living and eating. So that stayed in the back of my mind, and long story short, I had no choice but to go back to steak and butter gal.
Yes.
And I thought, this is it. I have to do this, because I was unable to walk around 25 days ago properly. Sleep was shocking. Huge addiction to carbohydrates. You've got no idea. I was actually getting up 4:30 every morning to bake my bread. I kid you not. This is the truth. And that said, I loved my bread, but I could only eat 1 or 2 slices. And then I'd do my best to go about my morning, but come lunchtime, I was a goner. I may have had more bread or some eggs. I have my own hens, so I eat their eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And long story, it was quite a painful journey for me over the last few years. And I even was incorporating alcohol to help me cope. And not good. In the back of my mind, I was fearing the outcome of my high ferritin levels. So on the week before the 4th of December, which I think was the 27th of November, I signed up for Steak and Butter Gal's 30-day challenge, December challenge. And that's how I met you, was about a week or so into the challenge. I threw a question into this guy, Stephen, you, and it was about my ferritin levels. It's only because in an earlier conference you were having on the Steak and Butter Gal channel, you were talking about phlebotomy, and my ears went up straight away. I thought, okay, I'm tired of listening to my doctors telling me what I should do and shouldn't do, because I'm a very natural person. So I wanted to sound you out to see what you had on offer. Well, I was quite amazed actually when we finally did hook up through her putting my question about how am I going to get on with a high ferritin level and eating meat. Big fear, let alone the dependency I was growing with the alcohol, because that's bad for ferritin levels as well, you know, high ferritin. I've got to say, my mind was really at ease after you spoke to me and had that one-on-one camera time together in that consultation. My new coach. But I was really relieved, you know, when you told me I haven't got a hell of a lot to worry about really around my ferritin levels. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we looked at other things like your serum iron, just for people that want to know, and transferrin and iron saturation, hemoglobin, all your liver markers, your ALT, AST, GGT, alkaline phosphate, all very good. You even had the genetic test for hemochromatosis, and that came back that you didn't have that. And let's give some people some actual data then, because in 25 days, can you remember what your blood pressure was and what it is now? And can you remember what your weight was and what it is now? I can remember. I have it in front of me.
I was writing it down. I didn't give you the worst shot, but one night, you know, my sleepless nights, probably because of the high blood pressure, I was like something 180 over 123. That was one of the most frightening readings. And the reading I sent you, which I can't remember, by the way, was just general, all the months leading up. But one of those frightening ones led me to steak and butter girl. I love butter, you know. Anyway.
Yeah. Just for the people out there, it went from that level to the last you sent me was 121 over 87.
Amazing. I'm so happy about that.
Yes.
And I feel good. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm always saying to people, and everyone watching this will be interested in the fact that 25 days, well, what else could have happened? So do you know how much weight you've lost? I do. I've got the figures, but can you remember?
I wrote it all down, but I know I was 101 kgs on the 27th of November. This morning, I am 93.25. Now, if you ask me to put that into pounds and stones, it's pretty good. The markers are pretty good. I'm very pleased with that. I was seeking more well-being, energy, and relief to my soul about where I was heading with the way I was eating and living. I mean, I'm an avid gardener, and it was getting almost impossible to even get out there and spray my roses. I've got hundreds of them. Nip and clean and weeding. Oh, yeah. My biggest dream is to get on my knees again and weed properly. And that'll come. I know it will.
Has the pain subsided significantly already?
Well, I must be honest, this morning before I rose, I actually laid there in my bed this morning and I started doing some flexes with my knees, and it actually felt really good to flex the back of my calf against the back of my thigh for the first time in a long time. So flexibility is definitely coming back into my knee joints. And I'm so happy about that.
And can you give a
being
sort of
able
number?
to flex without the stiffness. And I understand it's inflammation, isn't it, that causes all that in the knee joints?
Yes, absolutely. So can you give a number of sort of percentage of how much the pain has eased off over the 20 days?
Oh, 25 days
25.
from, I'd say I'm about 60% better.
Wow.
Easy. There's no way I could have done what I did this morning and even clasped my hands like this against the front of my kneecaps and pushed against that to me was like freedom. Even though I was lying down, I thought, yes, you know, like it's coming, it's going to happen.
It's great. I mean, so we've got the blood pressure going down considerably from sort of 180 over 110 down to 121 over 87. 60% easing of pain, which is really good. Being able to flex your leg, really good. Your sleep's improved, I think you said. I'm just going to correct you on the weight, by the way, because you were 102 when you first checked in with me, 102 kilograms. Very first read.
That was my worst state, but I'm a bit ashamed. That's the truth, but I'll go to 101. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. So
I'm one of those skinny-armed people, skinny legs, big apple in the middle. It's a shocker. It's hard to live with that. It really is.
Yes. But to lose that amount already. So that's very close to 20 pounds, to be honest. So that's really good in 25 days, I think. And the
Eating
blood
all
pressure.
that butter, all those eggs, all that meat. It's amazing.
It is amazing. So you used to be up in the middle of the night as well, sort of 5 or 6 times. What's that down to?
Oh, peeing all night. Yeah, that's down to like once or twice, like twice last night. And I woke up about 5. Wow, I went about just before midnight. Now, it's just amazing. It's just such a relief that I'm not waking up so much to go to the bathroom. I cannot understand why my bladder is so active at night, because I don't drink heaps before bed. I don't. Yeah,
But that's
it's weird.
improved, isn't it? Yes. Well, your inflammation's gone down.
Absolutely has. It has.
And your water retention's gone down. There's been so many things that are improving across the board.
Yes.
You see, this is why I like to talk about different things. And your energy, can you speak about your energy?
The energy is amazing. My adult kids, I'm a mother of 6 adult children who are all married. I have 19 grandchildren. So 1 or 2 of them are really noticing that I'm up, because this is a bit funny. We live in a bit of a community. I have a daughter that owns the property behind me and a daughter that owns the property next door to me. They love me and they're looking after me, I guess. But we only see each other here and there now and again. But they always notice when my blinds are shut, 2 p.m, 3 p.m, don't bother me. Oh no, I'm out in the garden now. Mum, what are you doing up? You see me out in the garden at 4 and 5 in the afternoon. How good is that? I love it. I'm excited. Yeah.
Excellent. It's really fantastic.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about you were really worried about your blood. So how do you feel once we had a chat?
I was very relieved, Stephen, to be honest, because going to the doctors with all those readings, they'll throw the book at me. What I mean by throw the book at me, their prescription pad. They want to subscribe me to this drug, that drug, that. And I'm a little bit of a rebel. I've said no forever. So I'm probably one of those non-compliant patients, I suppose. But I just don't, it doesn't reason within me to take drugs when I know it can be worked out and fixed with lifestyle and eating habits, which here we are, like we're talking about that now. I mean, already my blood pressure's down, you know. I've never worried about my cholesterol, never. Because I love butter too much to worry about it all my life. I've loved butter. That's why I love this diet.
Yes. Brilliant. And your energy's up, blood pressure's down, your activity levels, your cravings for alcohol. How's that happen? What's happened to that?
Pardon me, what was that?
Your craving, your alcoholic cravings. How
Yuck. No. That was a coping mechanism, I think, to like a pick me up in the afternoon to help me get through the rest of the day. And that was the only time I would stay up if I had alcohol on me, you know. And that's sad. That's very sad. Now I'm just up because I want to be up, you know, no alcohol.
It's brilliant. Yeah. It's brilliant. It's such a good story, isn't it? Really is.
It is. Stephen, it is.
Yeah. One of the things that was quite touching is you were very complimentary of Bella, because you told her how you were getting on and you were really impressed because you were expecting her to just want you to sign up for the next challenge and take some more money off you or whatever. And that's not your experience, is it? What happened?
No. The steak and butter gang, I call them all. We're all part of that gang, aren't we? Bella advised me, I texted her, I says, look, I'm very drawn to the fat fasting with Melissa and Raymond?
Yeah, Raymond.
The guy, yeah. I was very drawn to that, but I had a good look into it and I thought, Oh, no, no, no. I feel I'm primed. I just, because of the cravings, I'm not, oh, cake or lollies or ice cream, burgers. No, I go from a bit of steak or eggs. But Bella said, look, I told her that I'm doing really well, that I've enjoyed my consults with you because she advised me of that. And I'm so grateful she brought my question up about my ferritin levels to you. And you acknowledged that. And what I heard you say, that's why we're talking today, because I thought, now here's a guy that really knows his education and his blood works with people worldwide. And she knew all that, and she says, oh no, maybe just have a rest for a little while and just hang in here with the gang, so to speak. She didn't say it exactly like that, but she just says, hang in here and just wander around the site for a while and stick with Stephen here. Good that you're having coaching sessions with Stephen. And I was actually contemplating working. I saw a Pilates lady. Oh, this is funny. You know this, Stephen. Oh, I think I'll get on board and sign up for the Pilates because that's gentle. And this amazing woman, you know, she's going through all the moves, but the minute she put, you know, her demonstrations on film was hands and knees, and I thought, no, I can't get on my hands and knees yet. Anyway, I signed up with her, and then I found out within 24 or so hours she's actually your wife. I didn't know that.
Small world. Yeah. And Bella didn't want you to sign up for the challenge, which I think is really good because many people in this industry just want to take money off you left, right, and centre. And you really appreciated it.
She was wonderful. She didn't push anything like that on me. She just advised me to stay where I'm at the moment and hang in there with you as well. And that doesn't mean to say I'm going to annoy you at all. It's just eventually one day we'll connect again, you know what I mean? And more numbers of my blood work and weight and stuff like that. That'd be good to do that, hey? This is kind of like a really before, but here we are 25 days after starting. What's the next 6 months going to bring, Stephen?
Well, we don't know, but I think possibly the way you're going, more and more improvements. And I definitely want a follow-up video to this. There will be people saying, well, this is all great. You know, the blood pressure down, the weight down, energy up, less cravings, better sleep. What is Debbie actually doing? So what does a day of eating look like for you? What's the actual mechanics of it?
I no longer wake up and crave for that coffee. And my coffee was always, you got the Nespresso machine. It was always unsweetened almond milk, 2 tablespoons of cream, and unsalted butter. So that's norm for me, always has been. But I don't crave for that anymore. That's interesting. And I wish I did, because I lie in bed. That was my get me up so I could go and bake, get my bread ready and brew the coffee. That's all changed. Like I'm in bed now until about 5:36, which is really unusual, but I like it that I'm laying in a bit better. So when I do get up, I don't crave the coffee. I go for eggs, soft-boiled eggs and butter, or fried or scrambled and butter. I started eating meat. I've gone off bacon for some reason. That's okay. I'm not into it like I used to be. Bacon was only good when it was on my fresh baked crispy bread. So not interested in bacon at the moment. That could change. So I have my eggs in the morning around 8 o'clock. And then I have a coffee straight after. And that's just, I love it straight after. In steak and butter gang, they call it the dessert, in priming. It's your dessert. And it is. It truly is. I love it. And then by about between 1 and 2, I'm hungry for some meat. And I'll eat about a 200 gram to 250 gram slab of ribeye. I call it Scotch fillet steak because that's what New Zealand call it. And it's just delicious with big chunks of cold butter.
Mhm.
I've got to have that. I used to just use melted butter all over my steak, but no wonder I felt nauseous when I first began this journey. I don't anymore, having the cold butter with the hot steak.
Mm.
Just delicious. And it's cold butter's delicious with soft boiled eggs. As a kid, we used to always scoop the egg. That's what
Yes.
I'm doing now. And the cold butter, I love it.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So that's so good. So Debbie, I'm going to say thank you for this. And afterwards, just for people, we're going to go through the bloods again, but privately. But if Debbie wants me to do it publicly, I might tag it onto the end of the video. But anyway, Debbie, that's been brilliant. I think we did cover everything, the weight loss, the carbohydrate addiction being kicked to the curb, the cravings,
Yes.
in remission, basically, blood pressure lowering, peeing less at night, sleep improving.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. What a list. So it's brilliant. So thank you so much for doing this.
You're very welcome, Steve. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Cool.
And
Right,
I'm
so
still up at 10 p.m. What is it? 29 minutes past 10 here in New Zealand at night. I don't stay up this late, but now I can.
brilliant. That's a lovely way to end this interview. All right.
It is perfect.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment, as it really does help the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment, as it really does help the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe.